Workplace is broken, and for the last 100 years there hasn't been much of improvement from the enterprise and the worker side of work. Work still means hiring for the enterprise, and for an employee it means just a job. But in the last 100 years what we have seen is that it is seriously moving towards freelancing economy. This has to improve for both the parties. So for starters, let's start with removing the intermediary cost, improve on the friction of collaboration, and at the same time improve the wage rate of the workers. To remove intermediaries, what we need is a platform which would connect the workers with the enterprise in a much more efficient way. Through that, we will be able to digitally transform an enterprise. To reduce the intermediary cost, what we require is a platform which directly connects the worker with the enterprise. To improve on the wage rate of the employees or the workers, what we need is a platform which passes on the real value of work to the workers, and which means that the intermediary cost needs to go away. So all those parts of the whole value chain which do not contribute to the value of work should go away. Majime is the platform where enterprises can securely co-create their contracts, specification, extend their workforces so that they could perform work using the work engine, and finally store all the information on blockchain stored work layers. Majime started back in 2014 when we had initially thought about a product called Mojo. Now Mojo was a very basic outsourcing engine where enterprises used to come and tell us about their requirements for marketing outsourcing. So this platform required very basic amount of skill for workers to come and do any kind of work. When we started working on Mojo, we had just one thing in mind. Can we build a platform where we can use the immense power of crowd to do simple tasks for the enterprises? So we realized that the enterprise can give crowd some kind of work which can be used to test their application, clean their catalogs, or do even a simple testing activity. And this work done by the crowd is most of the time very useful. That gave us the idea that if we slowly but surely improve on the quality of work done by the crowd, we will finally have a complete work engine through which we can one day be performing very extreme kind of complex tasks. So that led us to believe that there could be a platform, especially where the workers could be ratified and the enterprise could give on work seamlessly, and finally there will be a matching engine which will finally allow workers and skilled people to come together and finally complete the job. Majime platform was built with the single idea that can we build a seamless platform where collaboration can happen easily. But we realized that such an on-demand delivery of massive amount of workers requires that the supply side is pretty much ratified and always available, which requires such a system like blockchain, which could use the power of crowd to ratify a worker's credential as well as a worker's contribution to a certain kind of work. Started Majime, we realized that Majime platform will have different kind of engines which will be performing different set of activities. So since Majime's first step was to digitally transform an organization, so we immediately went ahead and started working on an open collaboration engine. This open collaboration engine was going to allow the enterprises to open up their boundaries for vendors, collaborators, open consultants, and even for their own employees. Majime's next engine concentrated completely on the worker side. It meant that for the enterprise side to be completely reliant on such kind of new platform, we required a reliable supply side, which means that the enterprises should always feel that the people whom it is going to hire have been ratified and verified completely for their credentials, and for every kind of experience on the work which they have done has been ratified. So this creates enormous amount of trust and belief in the system that if they are coming up with the work on the platform, it will be completed with a great quality. Majime's work engine was the next thing which we wanted to concentrate on. Majime's work engine relies on the simple context that all work is made up of tasks, and if we have done it for simplified tasks, we can do the same thing to decompose complex work into small tasks and distribute it among crowd for different arrangement and models. Majime is also working on a smart contract engine. Now, how a smart contract engine works is that when we have decided on a process using a VPMN tool, we will finally want it to work as a system. And for that, we have built up a completely drag and drop kind of solution through which if you will put your BPMN process inside it, it will give you smart contracts for that. So as we see that all these engines, once they are working as platform, they completely transform a closed organization into a digitally transformed organization. The problem of accessing talent, which is geographically located at different places, becomes very simple. And at the same time, you can trust the people through which you are getting your work done. And that happens through the verified and ratified workers which are available through the system. Finally, the value of AI comes in where the work skill matching engine works through the ratified workers and matches them to the work which we have generated through the platform. Majime helps companies to co-create such an environment where they can allow vendors, workers and their partners to come together on a platform and collaborate for work. It is also a source of on-demand workforce. Majime is built for scale. It is a very scalable infrastructure, as well as it has huge amount of massive online workforce always available for any kind of work. Majime is expert-based system. Majime is completely managed software, which means that there will be a team called Majime Workforce, which will be building the different parts of Majime. Majime is a managed environment, which means that all the work which comes on the platform is being managed by a professional team, and all the workers who are working on a project are totally shepherded by different layers of workers. So Majime is a very secure platform. It is built on ERC20 token. Majime is very fast in terms of the infrastructural services which are available, and also in terms of the work which is given or brought on the system gets completed very quickly because of the massive amount of workforce which is available there for work. Majime is the future of work, which means that if you are an enterprise and if you have hired people earlier and you have also tried temporary workers, then you can come on our platform and try this guided managed platform for work. If you're a worker, you can come and get certified through our skill registry platform, and you will see the difference in your wage rates and the quality of work which you get here. Majime is not one thing. Majime is a collaboration of a lot of different work engines, work-related products which we have built. Majime is the gold standard of enterprise and innovation development platform.